So there's this debate in the exercise community on whether or not you should exercise fasted, okay? So what should one consider before committing to a fasted workout? Is it worth it? All that and more. Check it out. First, we need to consider the goal of the workout, okay? So what's your purpose with your workout? What do you want to get out of it? Are you aiming for performance? Is the workout high intensity? So some studies have shown that performance is lower for those who are training fasted compared to those who have consumed protein and carbohydrates prior to exercise. And we put a lot of emphasis on nutrients during exercise, right? That's why endurance athletes, like marathon runners, carry snacks and fuel with them while they're training for a race. When I race, I make sure that I have some fuel with me, right? It is even recommended that one eats every 15 minutes or consumes 30 to 100 grams of carbohydrates an hour, depending on the length of the event, right? So when your glycogen store becomes depleted, your performance goes down because you can't keep up with the intensity that you've been trying to keep. When the intensity is lowering, then you burn more fat, or fat is the higher percentage of what is being burned. We did do a video on bioenergetics already, so I'll have a link on the screen, but it goes deeper into that rabbit hole of the fat burn zone and stuff like that. Little anecdote. So I did a workout with another trainer, and he is known for some gnarly leg workouts. And it was Thanksgiving Day. I was like, yeah, let's do a leg workout so I can eat what I want to eat, right? So we did legs that day. And I failed one of the lifts. I was supposed to hit it for 2. I couldn't even hit it for 1. I couldn't squat the bar once because I was tired. Okay? I went over, got in my snack stash, ate a pouch of gummies. I came back and hit the same thing for 2 reps. The one that I couldn't even get 1 for. So don't underestimate what carbs can do for your performance, guys. I definitely would not have been able to have lifted that weight in a fasted state. In fact, I was fed because I did eat before the workout and still missed and had to go back and get more snacks. Another thing to consider is that the body keeps a limited amount of glycogen stored in the muscles and liver. So it would only allow the use of certain amounts of glycogen before turning to other energy sources. So what your body already has stored, it wants to keep at least a certain amount because it is necessary for bodily functions outside of just exercise. So when fasted, you use the glycogen rather than fresh fuels from eating, which might not necessarily be a bad thing if you're doing a lower intensity workout. Working out fasted can also raise cortisol levels. So cortisol is known as a stress hormone, right? And it definitely plays that role. But it also plays a role in sleep regulation, blood pressure, insulin response, and other functions of the body. Cortisol and exercise are related because because it affects the insulin response, and the hormone can increase catabolism of body tissues and decrease protein synthesis. So if it's elevated, and it's not necessarily a big deal, but it remaining elevated could negatively affect long-term fat loss for an individual, and it could possibly contribute to loss of muscle mass because it's catabolizing it rather than utilizing eaten food sources as energy. On the plus side, though, it can possibly burn a higher fat percentage when working out in a fasted state. It can also make the individual have a higher insulin sensitivity. So if that's something that you struggle with, that might be a good thing. You might want to work out in a fasted state. I know we went a lot on some of the negatives, but there are some positives too. So look at your intention of your workout before considering doing it in a fasted state. If your plan is to perform at your best, lift really heavy, or be really quick, I don't recommend working out in a fasted state. Eat a little something before you work out. If you were doing it to at a lower intensity exercise, I would consider doing that fasted, right? So, Goal Getters is a personalized online training program tailored to your specific goals. If you're interested in this, check out our website at goalgettersprograms.com or email us at goalgettersprograms@gmail.com. I hope that you found this video helpful, y'all. And if you got something from it, please comment your favorite pre-workout snack. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it any time we upload. Bye!